And entry, I think you may recall where I was talking about the pillars, and the pillars were the entry, classification, and the third pillar is the customs broker responsibilities. And I was talking about the third pillar, I mean fourth pillar, I'm sorry, slowly getting built up, which refers to the ACE business rules, automated commercial environment business rules. So those are the um, things. So entry is one of the pillars, but the concept of entry is so broad. In a way, we can say ACE business rules cover entry. In fact, as we were going through the ACE questions, we saw that they frequently overlap with the stuff that are provided under the relevant sections of the Code of Federal regulations that deal with entry. So amorphous concept, and we must be flexible. Of course, that flexibility comes to the comes to mind, especially when we deal with the next question, because the next question is not really, I wouldn't call it the entry question. That's why the labels, we should look at the labels flexibly, right? But it deals with mostly with the harmonized tariff schedule of the United States, or HTS-US, and specifically deals with a trade agreement. I could easily see this particular question, question 15, coming up under the free trade agreement section. Uh, Let me see. All right, so as I was saying, this could easily be, this is mostly the HTS US question, and this is mostly uh, would be under the free trade agreement rubric, not under the entry rubric. So let's see what the question says. In which general note GN to the HTS US is a Peru Trade Promotion Agreement, or PTPA Implementation Act is found? All right, this goes back to the first days, maybe the first or the second class, when I was providing those charts. And I think I gave you that outline, that introduction outline, which I ask you to kind of post on your walls and review. So this is a CFR. This is the chart of HTS US that deals with general notes. And of course, uh, if you review it, you would know that general note 32 is responsive to the question. And HTS UHR will ask you to associate chapters with particular commodities. So if you review that on daily basis, you'll be a very good librarian. If in case I know some folks joined later than others, so what I'll do is I'll just drop that link one more time. But it is an introduction chapter of the textbook of this guy right here. So it's also provided there in case you missed it. All right, now going to the question itself. So the question allows us to not only go to those charts which I mentioned, but it also gives us a reason, an opportunity to review several more items which we can use as a cheat sheets, if you will. So number one, you have special dedicated web page that discusses the uh, free trade agreement of that pertains to the Peru trade promotion, all right, to the country of Peru. More importantly, and this is extremely useful, it's not really a cheat sheet, but it does provide you with relevant facts. Is this document? It is posted on CBP website. I urge everyone to print it out because what CBP does on a regular basis is they provide updates of the key regulations and key provisions within the HTS-US that deal with various aspects of a particular of various trade agreements. So that way, it's kind of like a table of contents for the free trade agreements. So this is also a very good resource for you to use in case you do not know which page to open within HTS-US or which page to go to within the CFR. Because free trade agreements, generally speaking, they are discussed either in, and again, this is very general, right? But they are discussed in Part 10 of the Code of Federal Regulations, and they are also discussed in general notes of the HTS-US. So part 10 of the Code of Federal Regulations usually provides for procedures such as certificate of origin information, such as the third country transit shipments. The HTS portion provides the information that pertains to origin determination of the product itself and qualification criteria for that country of origin determination on case-by-case basis, such as tariff shifting for particular product within the HTS-US. So very important stuff, and if you can print it out and bring it to the exam, I would urge everyone to do it. All right, so another another thing that I designed, so I do cover various free trade agreements within the chapter, within the book of the chapter. I have not had a Peru yet, simply because there weren't many questions on the Peru. But what I've done is I decided to have to create an outline for the Peru trade agreement. It will be implemented as a standalone chapter in the textbook, but I just want you guys to have the benefit of that outline in your future endeavors. It kind of, as you notice, it kind of combines the key relevant facts with the question asked. And this is the question 15 that we're talking about now. So you have the link to the outline and kind of gave it away. Let's go to the question. Well, actually, before going to the question, let's do something else. Let's do another exercise for the purposes of the HTS-US. All right, the HTS-US that you must bring. Hopefully everyone has a link for that HTS-US, and that HTS-US is a version that will be tested on the customs broker exam. In case folks do not haven't downloaded yet, please go to this page. You'll see the download link in there. But basically this is the PDF version comprised of hefty 4,386 pages, and within those pages, of course, if you print it out, you will likely to use couple of 5-inch binders over the rack, and what I would encourage you to do is to create tabs, like stickies, to find the relevant information. And key relevant information in this situation for the free trade agreements would be page 17, which provides for table of contents. So in table of contents, just give a general breakdown of what's where, right? So as we can see, the United States Peru trade agreement, general note 32. So that's page 17. The next important free trade agreement provision frequently addressed on the customs license broker exam is found at page 33. Well, actually starts on page 32, and it deals to so-called the SPIs, or special product indicators. Those guys are used for declaration purposes to indicate whether the item is eligible for particular free trade agreement program. And those SPIs are those SPI abbreviations are published here. In this case, it would be current version of in the current version of pages 30 to 33 of the HTS US. In our case, it would be PE, SPI PE, Special Product Indicator PE. And of course, in the case of Peru, another important page that I would provide dedicate a special tab for would be page 778, which deals with that general note 32, which provides ground rules for the Peru Free Trade Agreement. So those are the items that I would tab, and of course I would tab the beginning of every general note for ease of reference. Remember, you want to be efficient librarian the time you come to the customs license broker exam. Of course, examiners do say that you have that option to go to that electronic search engine and look stuff up. For what it's worth, if you bring your stuff, as I mentioned again, you are able to highlight the relevant portions. You are able to maybe attach the key questions, which do have a tendency, many of them do have a tendency to repeat themselves. It's your stuff, it's your working stuff. So bypassing the opportunity would, I don't think it would be advantageous. All right. So so that's the HTS US stuff. Going to the question 15, as we saw this, it would be general note 32. So C would be correct answer choice.